Would President Perry have the will to say, we know there's a game being played, and it's taking advantage of our kindness, where people come here and have children, anchor babies, and then everyone ends up coming from their country here, and they can't be removed? Would you have the will to turn that around, and how would you?
Well, here's the real issue. I mean, if you're saying, well, you do away with the 14th Amendment, I think you need to look back at a little bit of history. When's the last time we changed the Constitution of this country? And it was back in the early 90s, and it took 202 years to do that. So I'm a governor who has to deal with finding solutions to problems. I know how to deal with the solution. It's not changing the Constitution, but that's political rhetoric. The fact
what is the solution, sir?
But I just told you what the solution is. Secure the border. If you don't secure the border, none of these problems go away. You can change all the rules and regulations that you want. If you can get it done, I'll suggest to you what you can get done is secure the border. All of these challenges that we face, whether it's health care costs, whether it's, whatever the cost that gets driven by people coming into this country illegally, those are when you secure the border. This is not rocket science.
With all due respect,
you put the personnel.
With all due respect, sir, I have seen footage with families who are walking through, the Rio Grande, and they're being filmed, and they know it. There's just so many of them. They know they can't be captured. If you have 200, almost 300 sanctuary cities that have rolled out the red carpet, and they're telling these people, get here, have a baby, and you never have to leave.
Dealt with this for 14 years. That is correct. But it's not the state of Texas's responsibility to do this. We've had the response because the federal government's been such a failure.
As the President of the United States, building a wall does not seem like it would be enough if the inducements on the other side are so great.
I agree with you. Building a wall is not going to do it because you're going to put the ladder business into pretty good high mode. What you do is you put personnel there. We know how to secure the border, Charles. You guys are talking in circles here. You put the personnel down there in the right places, the amount that we need, use strategic fence in the metropolitan areas, and use aviation assets. We're not using those technologies today. You can secure the border, Charles. I mean, that can be done. I've spent more time on that border than anybody. I have seen it. I tried to get the president. Last summer, I looked him in the eye and I said, Mr. President, if you don't secure that border, Texas will. And we sent our National Guard. I know how to do it.
What about the 11 million or so illegals that are already in this country, then? What would be the solution to dealing with them?
Listen, we will figure out the way to deal with those individuals from the standpoint of being able to find out, who is in this country that needs to be sent back to their country. We can identify those individuals pretty quick with a policy, I think, that will work. But the key is we got to secure the border. All of this conversation that we have about these side issues, whether it's how to deal with 11 million people or how to deal with the Amendment, that is political rhetoric until you get the border secure.
We've got 11 million illegals already here, and to say that, well, you will deal with that once you're sworn in, I don't think will help you get sworn in. People don't work because of the illegals that are here taking American jobs. What's your plan to take care of that?
There are plenty of people working with Washington, D.C. when we get into office to deal with that issue. But I'm telling you, to get this distracted off of securing that border is absolutely and totally a fallacy and the wrong thing for us to be doing. You all ought to be talking about every day, how are you going to secure the border, not deflecting off on these other issues that, quite frankly, the American people want to see the border secure because it's like a disease. If you've got a disease, you go to the absolute core of what it is. You stop the illegal immigration that's coming into America, and a lot of these other issues go away.